Hey everybody, my name is Trudy Healy, and this is your weekly angel card reading for Beacons of Angel Light. This is for the week beginning March 20th, 2017, and I'll be using for this week's reading Doreen Virtue and Raleigh Valentine's Angel Tarot cards. So this last week was intense. Lots of difficult energies and situations that are perhaps beyond our control that we were kind of like tested with, so to speak. So, well, it's been a fun ride. But let's clear the deck and see what we have for this coming week. So I'm going to go ahead and separate the archangels from the guardian angels. Let's see what we got. Started blowing a lot of wind over here all of a sudden. Alright, here we have our first card. I'm going to set it aside. Oh, we got number 2 and 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they said. Okay, and now we need Thursday, Friday. They said it's going to be, okay, this is for the whole weekend. Ha! Okay, awesome. Yeah, so those last 2 cards are for the weekend. I'm so excited. And let's see what archangels we got. So, things are going to start falling if I'm not careful. So these are the archangels. That was 2 of them. Yeah, it was 2. Alright. So let's see what we got. The first card we got, the 5 of Fire. This is a lot of conflicting points of views, you know? But there's one thing that they all have in common, and that's what's going to get you through, you know, the bothersome details, the points of views of others that don't coincide with our own, / our own point of view not coinciding with theirs. But there is one thing that we all agree on, and so that's what's going to make us come together. Then we got the 4 of Fire, and this is just being content, feeling peace and abundance, a happy home life, everything is provided for at home, successful completion of a project. And I do want to remind you all that the abundance that's taking place in this card isn't necessary, it's not necessarily monetary abundance. It could be love, it could be of, you know, I don't know, like maybe some of you guys were missing clothes, and suddenly you have a surplus of clothes, or a surplus of shoes, or a surplus of electronic stuff. I don't know, but there's abundance is the word associated with this card. So there's abundance of all kinds, and I did want to bring your attention to that, so that you can there be grateful instead of having an attitude of lack, having an attitude of feeling provided for, and this will shift your consciousness, your perception of everything, and therefore draw in more abundance. We got the 8 of Air, and this is what I was talking about. It's the perception that we have, a perception of lacking. This is a negative point of view. This is feeling trapped and powerless, and that's not the case. It's merely an illusion that exists inside of our mind. You know, these unicorns, they're running in a herd, so they feel like they only have this much space, but the truth is that they're running free and wild, and they're not limited, they're not caged, they are free. So it just feels like we're limited, but we're not. You need to broaden your horizons so that you can truly see it that way. Then we got the King of Earth, and he is a generous, professional, responsible, practical type of person. And this is a successful time. Give yourself a pat on the back. Excellent work. Completion of a project. And also there are opportunities that are being offered to you that you should accept. This has to do with like an attitude of disharmony, an attitude of not loving yourself enough and not being able to accept the love from others. Feeling unworthy almost. And so we need to be conscious and do shadow work so that we can remove ourselves from ourselves to really be able to appreciate those moments where we're like, nope, I don't need your help. And we actually do, but we're just too proud to accept that someone else wants to love us. So accept the love. Oh, and this card also, it's kind of like having the Midas touch. So it's like everything that you touch, it turns to gold. And then we got lots of air cards. Look at that. 9 of air. So this is, again, that negative attitude. It's like we're expecting the worst to happen. And if we do continue to dwell on what potentially could happen that causes a lot of fear within our being, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's a warning, it's a caution. You're going to be seeing 1111, you're going to be seeing 444 and 333. All week you're going to be seeing number signs, and that's a reminder for you to keep your thoughts on the right track. You are creating your own hologram, your own existence. Now, do you want to create from a place of fear, or do you want to create from a place of love and harmony? Really think about that. How often do you give just 10 minutes of thought to the things that you truly want to exist in your existence? Most of the time we're dwelling on like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen, I need to do this to prevent that from happening, and that's coming from a fearful place. I'm not saying don't protect yourself, but I am saying spend at least 10 minutes meditating and really listening to your higher self and being guided, because you'll have thoughts come in even in that meditative state where you're not consciously thinking your thoughts. So then we got Archangel Haniel. She's the moon. I do believe there's a new moon this week. I'm not certain. I didn't do the research, sorry. But she's coming up, and she's talking about the psychic abilities, which we so willfully ignore so frequently, and that there's a lot of events picking up pace in the back scenes. And it's like we're not going to be afforded the luxury of being told what those events are, but we need to be able to decipher with our third eye and be intuitive and be guided nevertheless. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition, listen to it more often, be open enough to be able to read between the lines of the signs of your life. Then we got Archangel Metatron. He's the dreamer, sacred geometry, flecks of purple, the violet flame, Saint Germain, all of that. And Metatron is encouraging us to be more like the dreamer. They can't drive it home enough, and I can't make this stuff up. I shuffled the cards, you guys watched. They're driving it home. We're focusing on the wrong things. The dreamer is to remind you of what your inner child, your child's self, what would they think of you today? Have you paid attention to your dreams? Have you fed any fuel to them? Have you taken action so that your dreams will come to fruition? Really put yourself in check with your higher self. So be the dreamer. And give yourself a bit of time to really listen to what it is that you want, instead of, focusing on that negative, nasty, fearful, loathsome, not harmonious. Let's focus on the love and the harmony. So guys, I'm going to pull another card, but this one's from Tony Carmine Salerno, Blue Angel Oracle cards. So when he made this deck, he was channeling Archangel Michael. This deck is amazing. I love it. So I'm going to pull, I'm saying one card, but he's saying there might be more than one. So, let's see what we got. Okay, there's the first one. I'm just going to hold that there. Yep. 2, 3, yeah. All right. So we got Angel of Hearts, Truth, and the number is 9. So I'm just going to hold up the picture for you guys to take a moment to look at it, and then I'll be reading from the book. Be completely honest with yourself in all of your thoughts and actions. For it is only in being true to you that you can be true to others. The Angel of Hearts is here to help you break an old instinctual pattern, but she needs your complete trust. Be aware of your thoughts. You can start to transform your thoughts and fears by simply being aware of them. each time you have a negative thought, it's so funny, I'm not making this up. Each time you have a negative thought, just observe it, then let it go. Imagine it turning into light, then disappearing. Positive thoughts are a conscious choice. You have grown in so many ways in the recent years, so don't let your fears keep you from experiencing the happiness waiting for you. From this moment, remember that you are always safe, loved, and protected, and there is nothing to fear. Then we got Sananda, Mastery. The number is 3. This number 3 has always reminded me of Jesus, and it's my number. It shows up in my life all of the time. The good and the bad happen in 3s. So if you are like me and any of the numbers that are divisible by 3 is your number, this is your number. It's a number of Ascended Masters. Oh, just a second. I have to fix this mess here. Cards flew out, sorry. So Sananda is the name of, the evolved name of Jesus, and it signifies he who has ascended into a higher dimension of awareness. Through this card, Sananda invites you to ascend with him into the heart of love. In doing so, you can rise above the obstacles and challenges you face. And through the physical world, it will never be free of obstacles. From a higher perspective, you'll see that they are not solid and flexible structures that you initially imagined. You think you exist in a physical world, but in reality, it is the physical world that exists through you. For you are in essence light, and you have the power to transcend physical reality and raise your awareness by connecting with eternal light and love inside you. The light has come, and through light, all is transformed and healed. And then this is the last card. The Orion Gate, number 33. You can't make this stuff up. It's number 33. So take a good look there. The Orion Gate. I'm going to read it. I love this week's reading. I'm so excited. What is more important, of being of service to others or being of service to yourself? This is a reoccurring dilemma that you must reconcile. Know that service to others can only be sustained if you look after your own needs. You cannot honor life and the universe if you do not honor yourself. Acknowledge this great truth quietly within your loving heart. Does it not make sense to you? Stand before the light of love and allow it to dissolve any lingering traces of guilt. It is possible to be of service to humanity without sacrificing your own needs. It just requires great love. So guys, I hope you have a fabulous week filled with blessings, epiphanies, revelations, meditation, and lots of abundance of all kinds. I love you all. Love yourselves and love everyone around you. Mwah. Oh, and don't forget, if you haven't already clicked subscribe, go ahead. Mwah. Bye.